Ladies and gentlemen, every great achievement, every breakthrough, every victory we celebrate starts with a dream. It's that vision that pulls you forward, that image in your mind of the life you want, the impact you want to make, the person you're striving to become. But let's be honest, big dreams don't come to those who merely wish for them. Big dreams demand more. They require sacrifice, commitment, and most of all, discipline. It's the foundation of every significant achievement. It's the ability to stick to the plan, to stay focused, even when you feel like giving up, even when the progress seems too slow. Discipline is what gets you to the gym at 5 a.m., even though your bed is calling. It's what keeps you working late nights when everyone else is clocked out. Discipline is that relentless pursuit, that daily grind when no one else is watching. Now, make no mistake, there's a price to pay for chasing big dreams. You might have to sacrifice time with friends, the comfort of a weekend off, or the ease of staying in your comfort zone. But let me tell you this, every sacrifice you make becomes a building block in the foundation of your future. Each moment of self-discipline, every time you push through discomfort, brings you one step closer to the life you want. It's a series of tiny moments, choices that add up over time. Every choice to do what's hard instead of what's easy, to stick to your routine instead of breaking it, reinforces your commitment to your dream. And let's talk about failure, because it's inevitable. Along the way, you're going to face setbacks, moments when things don't go as planned. But if you're truly disciplined, failure won't stop you. It might slow you down, it might make you rethink, but it won't stop you. Discipline gives you the strength to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. It's a marathon. It's about showing up every day, consistently putting in the work, staying patient, trusting the process, even when you don't see immediate results. Discipline is about doing the right thing over and over, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Hold yourself accountable. Take ownership of your actions. If you want your dream badly enough, you must align every decision, every action, every single day with that vision. The world is full of distractions, but you don't have time for that. Every moment you spend drifting away from your purpose is a moment lost. Discipline means eliminating the unnecessary, saying no to what doesn't serve your goals, and putting your dreams first. So today I challenge you, commit to your dream like never before. Build the habits that make success inevitable. Choose discipline over convenience, sacrifice over comfort, and watch as the life you've dreamed of becomes your reality. Remember, big dreams demand big sacrifices. Discipline yourself and everything you desire will be within reach. Thank you. They are the fuel that powers our ambitions. They stir something deep within us, igniting a fire that pushes us to strive for more than the ordinary. A dream gives life meaning and direction. It provides a sense of purpose that makes every effort, every struggle worthwhile. When you have a dream, it's like having a vision of the best possible version of yourself, a version that is just beyond reach, but attainable if you're willing to work hard enough. This vision, this promise of what could be, creates a powerful drive, a force that keeps you going even when the path is rough. There's something transformative about a dream. It shifts your mindset and awakens an energy within you that might otherwise stay dormant. The thought of achieving something meaningful, something you genuinely desire, has the power to override fear and self-doubt. It's not that the challenges become smaller, but rather that your desire to overcome them grows stronger. A true dream has the ability to push you beyond your perceived limits, to tap into reservoirs of strength, courage, and resilience you might not have known you possessed. Dreams are what get us out of bed in the morning. They make us willing to put in the extra hours, to make sacrifices, to push through the pain and discomfort because we know it's all leading somewhere worthwhile. When you truly want something, motivation comes naturally. It no longer feels like an obligation, it feels like a calling. Suddenly the sacrifices don't seem so big and the struggles feel like stepping stones. The dream makes it all feel worth it, every single day. It's a compass. It guides your choices, your actions, and even your values. With a dream, you start making decisions based on what will bring you closer to that vision, rather than what is simply easy or convenient. It keeps you aligned, focused, and intentional. There's no more aimless drifting, no more following the crowd or succumbing to distractions, because you have a clear, undeniable sense of where you're going. In the end, it's your dream that pushes you to break boundaries, to strive for excellence, and to become the person capable of achieving it. The motivation that comes from a true dream is relentless, unshakable, and deeply rooted. It's this kind of motivation that makes anything possible. Sacrifice is at the heart of every great achievement. It's the willingness to give up something in the short term to gain something more meaningful in the long run. Sacrifice requires us to make choices that aren't always easy, comfortable, or popular, but it's through these choices that real progress is made. It's the unseen effort, the discipline behind the scenes, and the quiet moments of restraint that ultimately separate those who reach their dreams from those who don't. The power of sacrifice lies in its ability to clear the path toward what truly matters. Every time we choose to sacrifice, we're saying no to things that pull us away from our goals. This could mean giving up leisure time, limiting social activities, or even setting aside interests that don't align with our ultimate purpose. Sacrifice asks us to forgo temporary pleasures and immediate gratification, demanding a level of commitment and focus that few are willing to muster. And that's precisely why it's so powerful. It reshapes priorities, reinforces discipline, and tests just how deeply we're committed to our dreams. Sacrifice also has a transformative quality. It changes not only what we do, but who we are. With each sacrifice, we grow stronger, more resilient, more determined. We become people who can delay gratification, who can endure challenges, and who know the value of hard work and dedication. This shift in character is a lasting benefit that goes beyond the achievement of a single goal. It's a strength we carry with us, making us better prepared for future challenges and larger aspirations. There's something empowering about making sacrifices for a purpose that builds a sense of ownership and accountability. When you've invested time, energy, and resources into a dream, it becomes more than just a wish or a goal. It becomes a part of you. Sacrifice deepens your connection to your dream because you know you've worked for it, paid for it in sweat and perseverance, and it's no longer something you can walk away from lightly. That personal investment creates a drive that's almost unbreakable. However, sacrifice isn't without its struggles. There are moments when the weight of it feels heavy, when the comforts of an easier path seem enticing. It's natural to question whether the effort is worth it. But those who understand the power of sacrifice know that these moments of doubt are temporary, that the short-term pain pales in comparison to the long-term rewards. They understand that each sacrifice is a building block, creating a foundation that supports the dream. In the end, sacrifice is a test of commitment, a measure of how much we're willing to give for what we want. It's a force that transforms vision into action, dreams into reality. Every small sacrifice made for a dream brings us closer to it, strengthens our resolve, and proves to ourselves that we're willing to do whatever it takes. Sacrifice, when harnessed, becomes a powerful ally on the journey to success. Discipline is the solid foundation upon which all success is built. It's the inner strength that keeps us aligned with our goals, even when distractions, temptations, or challenges try to pull us off course. Without discipline, even the best of intentions can drift into mere dreams, ideas that never take shape in reality. But when we have discipline, we have the structure and commitment needed to bring our aspirations to life. At its core, discipline is about control, not control over circumstances or other people, but control over ourselves. It's the ability to resist the easy, the comfortable, and the convenient, and instead choose what is necessary, productive, and growth-oriented. Discipline is the voice that reminds us of what we're working toward. Even when the present moment offers an easier alternative, it's what gets us up early in the morning, keeps us focused late in the night, and helps us make consistent choices that inch us closer to our dreams each day. True discipline doesn't rely on motivation because motivation can be fleeting. There will be days when enthusiasm is low, when obstacles seem overwhelming, or when the goal feels distant. In these moments, discipline fills the gap, providing a steady hand that guides us back to our priorities, reminding us that the work we put in now is an investment in a better future. Discipline is what keeps us going even when excitement fades, serving as a reliable partner on the journey to success. Discipline also creates a sense of predictability and stability in our lives. When we establish routines and habits, we take control of our actions and build consistency into our days. This consistency builds momentum, which makes each step forward feel just a little easier. With discipline, there's no more guessing or waiting for inspiration to strike. We simply do what needs to be done because it's a part of who we are. This reliability builds confidence, and over time, we begin to trust ourselves to follow through no matter the circumstances. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is that it turns small actions into big results. Discipline isn't about monumental efforts, it's about the quiet, repeated actions that compound over time. Just as drops of water can carve a canyon, disciplined actions, small, focused, and relentless, can lead to tremendous achievements. The beauty of discipline is that it makes success predictable. By following the right actions consistently, we can trust that we're on the right path. Discipline also demands a level of accountability. When we commit to a disciplined life, we take ownership of our actions. There are no more excuses or shifting blame. Instead, we take responsibility for both our successes and our setbacks. This accountability brings a sense of empowerment as we recognize that our choices, our actions, are what shape our reality. Discipline reminds us that we are in control of our own path and that with enough focus and consistency, we can achieve the goals we've set for ourselves. In a world filled with distractions, discipline acts as a shield, protecting us from influences that don't serve our goals. It keeps us focused and grounded, helping us stay on course, even when the rest of the world is pulling us in different directions. With discipline, we build an inner resilience, the strength that comes from knowing we can rely on ourselves to do the hard work. This resilience becomes a part of who we are, a trait that strengthens with each disciplined choice. Ultimately, discipline is what transforms potential into reality. It's the foundation that allows dreams to be realized, visions to be achieved, and growth to happen. Discipline is the backbone of any meaningful success, a foundation that turns desire into action and action into accomplishment. With discipline, we give ourselves the gift of progress, stability, and the satisfaction that comes from knowing we're living up to our fullest potential. It's a steady, unwavering commitment that allows us to build a life we're truly proud of. It's the product of small, consistent actions taken every single day. Daily habits are the bricks that form the structure of our goals, the routines that create the rhythm of progress. Every day we have the opportunity to move a step closer to our dreams or to let the day slip by. The habits we establish dictate which direction we take toward growth or stagnation. Our habits are powerful because they are automatic. They don't require willpower or motivation. Once they're ingrained, they become a natural part of our routine. When we build positive, goal-aligned habits, we set ourselves up for success without the need for constant effort or mental energy. These habits act as the foundation that keeps us moving forward, even on days when motivation is low. It's easy to stick with something we've made a part of our daily life. It becomes almost second nature, like brushing our teeth or tying our shoes. The more we commit to these small actions, the more they reinforce our goals. Small habits compound over time, leading to exponential growth. It may not seem like much to spend 10 minutes a day learning something new, exercising, or working on a passion project, but those minutes add up. Days become weeks, weeks become months, and the progress becomes undeniable. It's like planting seeds and nurturing them daily. Eventually, they bloom into something remarkable. Success often looks like one grand achievement from the outside, but it's really the sum of many small, consistent efforts that have quietly built up over time. Daily habits also give us a sense of control and structure in our lives. With established routines, we start each day knowing exactly what actions will contribute to our success, helping us avoid distractions and unnecessary decisions. This consistency brings clarity, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. When we're clear about our priorities, we're less likely to waste time or energy on things that don't align with our goals.
Each habit serves as a building block, creating a stable foundation that keeps us grounded and on track.
Moreover, daily habits instill discipline. By committing to a routine, we train ourselves to show up day in and day out, even when it's not easy. This discipline strengthens our resolve, reminding us that success is not about sporadic, intense efforts, but rather about steady, relentless dedication. Daily habits teach us to trust in the process, to believe that each small action counts and that persistence will ultimately lead to progress. Habits also reinforce our identity. When we establish and stick to positive habits, we begin to see ourselves as someone capable of success. Each time we complete a task or uphold a commitment to ourselves, we build confidence and a sense of self-trust. We begin to identify as someone who is disciplined, resilient, and focused. This shift in self-perception fuels even more positive behavior, creating a cycle of success that becomes deeply rooted in who we are. The simplicity of daily habits is one of their greatest strengths. Success doesn't require complex strategies or grand gestures. It requires showing up consistently and making the right choices day by day. Habits keep us grounded in the present while moving us steadily toward the future. They serve as a reminder that we have the power to create the life we want through small, intentional actions. Ultimately, daily habits are the framework of our success. They shape not only what we achieve, but who we become in the process. By embracing positive habits, we take control of our path, transforming ordinary days into stepping stones toward extraordinary goals. Over time, the accumulation of these small actions leads to remarkable results, proving that our daily choices hold the power to shape our future. Resilience is the quality that keeps us moving forward, even when life throws unexpected challenges our way. Setbacks are inevitable on any journey worth taking. They test our resolve, patience, and commitment to our goals. But resilience is what turns these challenges into valuable lessons rather than roadblocks. It's the strength that allows us to bounce back, adapt, and continue our pursuit, often with even greater determination than before. When we face setbacks, it's natural to feel frustrated or even defeated. The road to success can be long, and obstacles can make it seem impossible. But resilience is what reminds us that failure isn't final. Each setback is an opportunity to reassess, learn, and refine our approach. Rather than seeing failure as an endpoint, resilient individuals view it as part of the journey. They understand that growth often comes through adversity and that each obstacle has the potential to make them stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what lies ahead. Resilience also strengthens our sense of purpose. Setbacks test our commitment and force us to ask ourselves how much we truly want what we're working toward. When we push through difficulties and refuse to give up, our purpose becomes clearer. Resilience creates a sense of ownership over our dreams. The effort we put into overcoming challenges deepens our connection to our goals and makes the success on the other side all the more meaningful. It becomes not just about reaching the finish line, but about the person we become along the way. The act of bouncing back from a setback fosters self-belief. Each time we overcome an obstacle, we gain a little more confidence in our own strength and abilities. We begin to trust ourselves to handle whatever comes our way, to find solutions, and to keep going. This self-trust is invaluable because it reduces our fear of failure. We come to see that even if we fall short, we have what it takes to get back up, adjust, and keep moving forward. Resilience becomes a cycle where each challenge we face and overcome only reinforces our inner strength. Moreover, resilience promotes a growth mindset. It encourages us to view obstacles as temporary and solvable rather than as barriers that define us. With resilience, setbacks become a normal part of the process rather than reasons to quit. This mindset shift is powerful because it allows us to remain open to learning and improvement. Instead of seeing a failure as a personal flaw or an insurmountable hurdle, we begin to look for the lesson within it. We start asking, what can I learn from this, or how can this experience help me in the future? With a resilient mindset, every challenge becomes an opportunity for personal growth and self-improvement. Resilience also builds adaptability. When we learn to navigate setbacks, we become more flexible and capable of adjusting our plans. We recognize that success doesn't always follow a straight line, and that sometimes taking a different route can lead to even better results. This adaptability is a powerful tool because it means we're not thrown off course by unexpected changes. Instead, we learn to go with the flow, to be creative in our solutions, and to find new ways of achieving our goals when our original plans don't work out. Resilience allows us to maintain our focus and determination even as we adapt to changing circumstances. Setbacks also give us perspective. They remind us that every success story includes moments of struggle and doubt. When we're resilient, we don't let these moments define us. We understand that setbacks are just one chapter in a much larger story. This perspective helps us stay grounded, reminding us that challenges are temporary and that our dreams are worth the extra effort. Finally, resilience deepens our empathy and understanding. When we face challenges, we gain insight into what it feels like to struggle, to fall short, and to pick ourselves back up. This experience makes us more compassionate toward others, especially those facing their own setbacks. Resilience fosters a sense of connection and shared humanity as we realize that we're all capable of overcoming hardship and growing through adversity. In the end, resilience is about refusing to give up on ourselves no matter how difficult the journey becomes. It's about having the courage to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Resilience teaches us that setbacks are not the end. They are simply stepping stones that lead us closer to success. With resilience, we transform our challenges into a source of strength, proving to ourselves time and time again that we are capable of rising above anything that comes our way. Patience and consistency are two of the most vital, yet often overlooked, qualities on the journey to success. In a world that values quick results and instant gratification, the ability to stay patient and work consistently toward a goal becomes a rare and powerful asset. Patience reminds us that good things take time, that growth is a gradual process, and that lasting success cannot be rushed. Consistency, on the other hand, is what ensures that we're making progress every day, no matter how small.
Together, patience and consistency form the foundation of sustainable achievement.
Patience allows us to see the big picture, to understand that success is not a single event, but the cumulative result of persistent effort over time. When we're patient, we're able to maintain our focus and commitment, even when we don't see immediate results. This long-term perspective is essential because real change doesn't happen overnight. Whether we're working toward a fitness goal, building a business, or learning a new skill, it takes time to see meaningful progress. Patience teaches us to trust in the process, to keep going even when the outcomes aren't yet visible, knowing that each day we're moving closer to our goal. Patience also brings a sense of calm and reduces anxiety. It allows us to work with a steady, unwavering focus rather than feeling pressured by the need for instant results. When we rush, we often make mistakes or take shortcuts that don't serve us in the long run. But with patience, we can approach our work with a clear mind and an open heart, embracing the journey instead of fixating solely on the destination. This calmness enables us to be more thoughtful, deliberate, and strategic in our efforts, which ultimately enhances the quality of our work and brings us closer to our goals. Consistency, meanwhile, is the day-to-day commitment to our actions and habits. It's about showing up regularly, putting in the effort regardless of how we feel, and making progress step by step. Consistency is what turns dreams into reality because it keeps us moving forward even when motivation wanes. It teaches us that success is a series of small actions repeated over time rather than one grand effort.
Each day of consistent work adds up like drops of water filling a bucket. At first, it may seem like nothing is changing, but with time, those drops create something substantial. Consistency is the compounding force that takes small actions and turns them into remarkable results. Together, patience and consistency create a powerful cycle. Patience gives us the endurance to stay committed for the long haul, while consistency ensures we're making steady progress each day. Without patience, we might give up too soon, frustrated by the lack of immediate results.
Without consistency, we'd lose momentum and fail to build the habits that lead to lasting success. But when we have both, we're able to make meaningful progress over time, no matter how big or challenging our goals may be. Patience also helps us deal with setbacks and challenges along the way. It reminds us that obstacles are part of the journey, not a reason to give up. With patience, we can view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as failures. Consistency, in turn, gives us the resilience to keep going, even when the path is tough. It's easy to be enthusiastic when things are going well, but it's consistency that keeps us moving forward when motivation is low or when progress seems slow. Consistency also builds discipline, which is essential for reaching any long-term goal. When we make a habit of showing up every day, we're training ourselves to take responsibility for our progress. This discipline creates a sense of accountability, both to ourselves and to our goals. Over time, this habit becomes a part of our identity, making it easier to stay committed even when we face distractions or temptations to quit. Through consistency, we become the kind of person who doesn't give up, who keeps going no matter what. Another benefit of patience and consistency is that they allow us to enjoy the journey. When we're patient, we can appreciate each step of the process without constantly worrying about the end result. Consistency, meanwhile, gives us a sense of accomplishment because we're able to look back and see how far we've come. Together, they create a feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment because we know we're doing the work each day and making progress, even if the goal is still a ways off. This enjoyment of the journey adds a sense of meaning to our efforts, making the pursuit of our dreams an enriching experience rather than just a means to an end. Patience and consistency also help us build resilience as we learn to handle the ups and downs that come with any challenging pursuit. We realize that not every day will be easy and not every step will go as planned. But with patience, we understand that setbacks are temporary, and with consistency, we know that we have the power to keep moving forward no matter what. This resilience is invaluable because it enables us to bounce back from difficulties and continue making progress, even when the journey becomes difficult. In the end, patience and consistency are what separate those who achieve lasting success from those who give up along the way. They allow us to take control of our journey, to stay committed to our goals, and to trust in the power of gradual progress. By embracing patience, we learn to appreciate each step of the process, and by practicing consistency, we build the habits and discipline needed to turn our dreams into reality. Together, these qualities create a steady, unstoppable force that propels us toward our goals, no matter how distant they may seem. Personal accountability is the cornerstone of genuine progress and self-improvement. It's the practice of taking full responsibility for our actions, decisions, and their outcomes. When we embrace personal accountability, we acknowledge that our choices directly impact our lives, and we understand that we alone have the power to shape our future. This mindset fosters a sense of ownership over our goals and actions, empowering us to take control of our lives rather than blaming external circumstances or other people. Accountability is about holding ourselves to a standard, setting goals, and following through. It's easy to make promises to ourselves, but keeping them is what defines our character. When we're accountable, we recognize that progress requires consistency and that setbacks and failures are learning opportunities rather than excuses to give up. Accountability teaches us that we are responsible for both our successes and our failures, which can be both liberating and challenging. It's liberating because it puts us in the driver's seat of our lives, but challenging because it requires us to face uncomfortable truths about ourselves and our actions. One of the most important aspects of accountability is self-reflection. To be truly accountable, we must be honest with ourselves about where we are, where we want to go, and the steps we're willing to take to get there. This process involves recognizing our strengths and weaknesses and identifying areas where we can improve. Accountability requires humility, the willingness to admit when we've made a mistake, and the courage to correct it. This self-awareness is essential for growth because it keeps us grounded and helps us avoid complacency. Personal accountability also builds trust both with ourselves and with others. When we consistently do what we say we will do, we build confidence in our own abilities. We begin to trust ourselves to follow through, even when the going gets tough. This self-trust is invaluable because it creates a sense of integrity and resilience. Likewise, others come to trust and respect us, knowing that we're reliable and that we stand by our commitments. Accountability strengthens relationships and fosters a sense of respect and credibility. Another powerful benefit of personal accountability is that it eliminates the victim mentality. When we take responsibility for our lives, we stop blaming others or external situations for our circumstances. We shift from a mindset of helplessness to one of empowerment. This doesn't mean that life will always be fair or that challenges won't arise, but it does mean that we choose how we respond to those challenges. By focusing on what we can control, our actions, reactions, and attitudes, we reclaim our power and become active participants in our own lives. Personal accountability also drives continuous improvement. When we're accountable, we're motivated to set higher standards for ourselves. We develop a growth mindset, understanding that each day is an opportunity to learn and improve. We begin to set realistic goals and take consistent steps toward them. Accountability fuels our ambition because it reminds us that we're capable of change and that small efforts add up over time. This commitment to self-improvement becomes a habit, pushing us to strive for excellence in every area of our lives. Another key aspect of accountability is discipline. Being accountable requires us to stick to our commitments, even when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but true accountability is tested when obstacles arise. Discipline helps us stay the course, even when we're tempted to quit or take shortcuts. Through accountability, we learn that discipline isn't about punishment, it's about honoring our commitments to ourselves and valuing our long-term goals over temporary comfort. Ultimately, personal accountability is about freedom. When we take responsibility for our actions and accept that we have the power to shape our future, we free ourselves from the limitations of excuses, self-doubt, and fear. Accountability liberates us from relying on external validation or circumstances to define our worth. Instead, we become self-reliant, knowing that we have the tools and determination to create a fulfilling, meaningful life. Personal accountability allows us to take control of our own narrative, turning challenges into stepping stones and failures into valuable lessons. In essence, personal accountability is a commitment to living with integrity, authenticity, and purpose. It empowers us to act with intention, to face challenges with resilience, and to grow continually. It's a practice of honoring our word both to ourselves and to others, and recognizing that every decision we make contributes to the person we're becoming. When we hold ourselves accountable, we unlock our full potential and take a proactive role in shaping the life we truly want. Aligning our actions with our goals is one of the most powerful ways to create a fulfilling and purpose-driven life. This alignment requires a conscious effort to ensure that what we do on a daily basis directly supports where we want to go. When our actions consistently reflect our goals, each step becomes a meaningful part of the journey, and we find ourselves moving closer to success with a sense of purpose and clarity. One of the key reasons why aligning actions with goals is so impactful is that it keeps us focused. Goals give us direction, but without aligned actions, they remain abstract and attainable. When we actively choose behaviors, habits, and decisions that support our goals, we eliminate distractions and hone in on what truly matters. This focus allows us to make the most of our time and energy, as we're no longer pulled in multiple directions or engaging in activities that don't serve our larger purpose. Aligned actions create momentum, making our progress steady and intentional. Aligning our actions with our goals also fosters a deep sense of integrity and self-respect. When our behaviors reflect our aspirations, we build trust with ourselves. We begin to see ourselves as people who follow through, who are capable of reaching their potential. This self-trust is crucial, as it reinforces our commitment to our goals and gives us confidence that we can achieve them. Each action that aligns with our goals strengthens our self-belief, creating a cycle of positivity and empowerment that fuels our journey forward. This alignment also encourages discipline. Pursuing a goal often involves making difficult choices and foregoing immediate gratification for long-term rewards. When we align our actions with our goals, we're more willing to make sacrifices and to stick with our commitments even when they're challenging. Discipline becomes easier because we see the direct connection between what we're doing today and what we're aiming to achieve tomorrow. Aligned actions become a form of self-discipline, reinforcing the idea that every small step brings us closer to our destination, and that staying the course is worth it. Aligning our actions with our goals also provides a sense of clarity and motivation. When we see that our efforts are directly contributing to our aspirations, we're more motivated to continue.
The process becomes more meaningful as each day offers an opportunity to move closer to something we value. This clarity allows us to understand the why behind our efforts, which makes it easier to persevere through challenges or setbacks.
When our daily actions are meaningful, even the smallest accomplishments feel significant because we know they're part of a bigger picture. Additionally, aligning actions with goals makes decision-making simpler. When we know exactly what we want to achieve, it becomes clear what we should and shouldn't focus on. This alignment helps us set boundaries, prioritize tasks, and say no to distractions. We become more intentional with our time and energy, investing them in things that matter rather than scattering our efforts on unimportant tasks. This intentionality simplifies our lives and reduces stress, as we're no longer weighed down by conflicting priorities or competing demands. One of the most transformative aspects of aligning our actions with our goals is the personal growth it encourages. To achieve our goals, we often need to develop new skills, adopt new habits, or shift our mindset. This growth happens naturally when our actions are in alignment because we're consistently challenging ourselves to improve. Aligned actions push us out of our comfort zone, encouraging us to evolve and expand our capabilities. This growth process is rewarding in itself as we become not only closer to our goals, but also a stronger, more capable version of ourselves. Aligning our actions with our goals also requires regular self-assessment. As we progress, it's important to reflect on our actions and evaluate whether they're still serving our aspirations. This reflection keeps us adaptable and open to change, as sometimes our goals or circumstances shift over time. By periodically reassessing our alignment, we ensure that we're always moving in the right direction. This adaptability is essential for long-term success, as it allows us to respond to new challenges and opportunities without losing sight of our ultimate purpose. Moreover, when our actions align with our goals, we cultivate resilience. The journey toward any significant goal will likely include obstacles and setbacks, but when our actions are aligned, we have a strong foundation to keep us moving forward. Aligned actions serve as a reminder of why we started and reinforce our commitment during tough times. With each action that reflects our goal, we renew our dedication to the journey, building resilience and the ability to bounce back from challenges. Aligned actions give us the strength to keep going, even when the path is uncertain. Aligning actions with goals also brings a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. When we know that our daily efforts are meaningful and purposeful, we feel a deeper sense of satisfaction. Our work, decisions, and habits all contribute to something that matters to us, which makes the journey rewarding. This fulfillment is not only found in reaching the end goal, but also in the process itself. When we're aligned, each day feels like a step towards something important, making the journey itself a source of joy and meaning. Ultimately, aligning our actions with our goals empowers us to create the life we envision. It allows us to turn dreams into reality through focused effort and intentional decisions. This alignment is a powerful tool that enables us to take control of our future step by step by step. By aligning what we do with what we want to achieve, we bridge the gap between where we are and where we want to be, ensuring that every day brings us closer to the life we desire. This alignment isn't always easy, but it is the most direct path to fulfillment, success, and a life well lived. In conclusion, the journey to achieving our big dreams is not one that can be rushed or achieved by mere wishful thinking. It requires big sacrifices, disciplined actions, resilience, patience, and consistency. The path to success is paved with deliberate effort, and aligning our actions with our goals ensures that every step we take moves us closer to the life we envision. Personal accountability is the compass that keeps us on course, while daily habits and focused effort create the foundation of lasting change. Every setback and challenge we encounter is merely an opportunity for growth, and it's our unwavering commitment to our dreams, combined with the sacrifices we're willing to make, that will lead us to fulfillment. As we continue to pursue our goals, let's remember that success is not an event, but a process. It's the result of continuous purposeful actions guided by our commitment to something greater than ourselves. If we stay disciplined, remain resilient in the face of challenges, and consistently align our actions with our goals, we will not only achieve our dreams, but will also become the best version of ourselves in the process. The road may be long, but every sacrifice, every effort, and every moment of discipline will bring us closer to the life we've always dreamed of living. The power to create that life is within each of us. Let's step forward with courage and conviction.